AITA for yelling at a kid for crawling under my table at a restaurant? My friend Jack and I, after a long stressful week, like to go to the local pizza place. It's not fine dining by any stretch of the imagination, but there are booths and tables of people sitting down. I see a large table near us of like 10 people, a few couples and bunch of small kids between like 4 and 8, and the kids are running around the restaurant being loud while the adults are drinking wine and eating their pizza. I ignore the commotion for like 20 minutes when suddenly, I feel like a hand on my leg and one of the little kids is crawling under Jack and my table. I wasn't thinking and snapped at the kid, and said, "Get away from our table." And the kid ran away and burst into tears.
One of the parents at the other table came over and started tearing into me about how cranky and mean I was and how dare I yell at her kid, who was just playing. Meanwhile, her and the other middle-aged 40-something parents are letting their kids run amok and be loud and obnoxious while my friend and I are trying to enjoy a night out. I ripped her a new one and said, "How entitled do you need to be to think it's okay to let your kids just crawl under other people's tables?" She called me an asshole and walked away in a huff.
NTA, you are not a jungle gym, and your table is not a play place.
NTA. Her exhaustion, boundaries, parental philosophy create no obligations for you. Your personal space was invaded, you reacted to repair that.
Look at my username. Now, I am going to say you are NTA. People should not let their kids be crawling around on the floor under their own table, unless someone else's.
NTA. People who don't scold their kids shouldn't be surprised when their kids get scolded by strangers, especially if they are just letting their kids go around and invade people's personal space. You didn't do anything wrong, and the mom and all the rest of those parents are all major Raws.
On behalf of all restaurant workers everywhere, thank you for yelling at the mom. It's been years since I worked in a restaurant, but the rage from watching people let their kids run around unsupervised never really goes away. NTA.
NTA, you are a stranger to that kid. The kid should not have been going under random tables, and the parents obviously weren't watching the child. He also could have been hurt under your table.
NTA, if you don't want strangers shouting at your kids, don't let them climb under strangers' tables. These parents baffle me. It only takes one creep to decide to leave the restaurant with your kid, or someone to accidentally kick them and cause them injury. I like kids so much I made my own, but that doesn't mean I want someone else's, or even mine for that matter, climbing about under the table whilst I'm trying to eat.
NTA, I would yell loudly, "Whose kid is this? Because it's not mine." People need to watch their damn kids when they take them out in public. I mean, that's a kidnapping waiting to happen right there. NTA, her child is not entitled to invade your personal space and physically touch your person any more than you would be entitled to do the same. She needs to get a grip. She didn't want her kid yelled at. She should have been parenting her own child.
NTA. If she has opinions on how strangers are allowed to interact with her kids, she shouldn't have allowed her kids to run around and interact with strangers.
NTA. OMG, isn't little Johnny cute? With his pizza sauce cheesy hand all up your pant leg. That's just so precious. Let me get my camera. NTA. As the parent of a small kid between 4 and 8, I say you're responsible for your kid's behavior in a public place. If you're going to a restaurant, then bring a tablet or crayons or whatever to keep your kid's occupied. You don't let them become a problem for other customers or for the staff. The mom was way out of line. NTA. This is a restaurant, not a playground. FFS. NTA. As a former server, I hate these families. They think that because they are giving their money to a restaurant, they have complete run of the place. If you can't keep your kids at the table and relatively calm, there's McDonald's down the street. I am not a babysitter. And if I kick your kid because they are screwing around the kitchen doors, so be it. NTA, I would have apologized and kept my kids seated. If they want to let their children run amok, they need to stay home. And yes, I have children. Sometimes it isn't the day to eat out as a parent. NTA. The kid needed telling and the parents were passive at best. NTA. You are not the babysitter nor the entertainment. NTA. I hate when people don't know the difference between a playground and pizzeria. My kid at age 4 actually told off a kid at the same age for running round daft. That kid went to his mom with chalked face and told his mom, "Mom, you didn't tell me I couldn't play here. Why didn't you know?" And I never seen a mom clear out faster after that. NTAIF. The parents don't want their kids scolded by strangers. They should keep their children under control. NTA. Parents like this are the worst.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.